Hi guys, back again with another episode of Ckspace with film, where I show you guys all the film shots that I took with this Yashica film camera. And usually I take 4 months to complete a roll of film, but this time a friend of mine actually want to borrow this camera for his project, and he needed it in 2 weeks time. So I thought it could be a challenge for me to complete 36 shots within that 2 weeks. And I have an idea, which is setting a theme for me to follow through the whole roll of film. So for this episode, the theme will be sun. And why the sun is because I always love the natural sunlight appears on this film camera. And I also like to work with shadows when it comes to photography or videography. So let me show you guys all the shots.
Next station, Sumbawa.
I start by heading to the other side of Singapore. I wanted to take this shot, which is nice, with the sun and the gradient sky. But I didn't because I was too afraid I might offend the lady in front. I alighted from the train, went past a forest, and I start the roll with my elongated shadow. And the terrain is pretty tough for me to walk with my Air Force One. Saw an excavator, and this was before Post Malone Psycho. I thought it would be interesting to have a yellow from the excavator, blue from the sky, and red from the metal container. And to the right, there's a cube-shaped concrete. Love those uneven textures and dents. I thought I could capture those uneven surfaces, but it's kinda overexposed by the sun. But I still love those rugged edges. Left the area, arrived at some beach, saw a communication tower, and I loved the movement from the tower and also the clouds. I was riding a shared bike somewhere near the woods, and I wanted to take a shot with Stranger Things bike. Then, I rode all the way to some industrial area, and pretty surprised to see live chickens as pet. So, I took one of these shots. Since I'm at an industrial area, I might as well check out the rooftop car park, and I need to climb all the way up without any lift. It's just a spacious rooftop car park and was burning hot up there with minimal shades, which is best for this theme. Saw 2 road signs, so I tried to position the sun behind the signboard to create a silhouette effect, and I accidentally snapped one more with the sun behind the clouds. Continue exploring the roof. I encountered those huge factory ventilations. I expected this shot to be rather mediocre, but I kinda liked the result from the film. I love the rust and the peeled off paint on the ventilation. I went past a room, loved how the sun hit on it only from the left side, leaving the right side dark. So I was trying to capture both sides and showing the perspective view of the room. Same as the room, I love the shadow casted on the side, but I think it will be better if I can elevate the camera and level it to the top. I don't know what the hell is these 2 pipes, but I love the contrasting texture, accompanied with the twin shadows. Left the car park, saw another factory, has a big Sun Rider logo, which I think it fits really well with the theme. The film result is pretty good, high in contrast, and I love the shadow from the logo and also from the windows. 3 days later, I went to some other multi-story car park again, the place where I shot my Oswego review. The lines from the railings lead you to the center of the stairs, and I love how symmetrical it can be, but I just have to mess it up with my film camera slanted to the side. Now I'm in a moving car during sunset. The sun was hitting right on my blue denim, but I just have to mess it up again by not switching off the flash and causing overexpose on my denim. Next up, saw this interesting sight where the sun shined through parts of the building, causing all these repetitive patterns. I went up to one of those houses and found the sky too beautiful to skip on. It looks kinda heaven-like with all the sun rays pouring out from the clouds, and I tried to frame it and make it symmetrical. I wanted a hand shadow shot thinking it would be aesthetically pleasing, but it turned out pretty pretentious and I don't really like this shot. And at this point of time, I just went around my school to shoot some random structures and buildings, and I felt good and calm looking at all those palm trees swinging. So I got under one of it, pointed the camera up where the sun can slip through the gaps, and the result looks pretty chill and relaxing. Saw a bush of plants with bright yellow flowers on it, so I thought it would be cool to have a contrasting yellow flower shot, but my finger just have to come into the frame. I walked past a metal room with aircon unit protruding out, casting an elongated shadow. I took a shot at a building with a reflection of the sun through the glass window. And now I'm just looking for a reflection of the sun bouncing off something reflective. Saw the metal chain, thought it would be cool on a film camera, but it turns out pretty normal to me. I love how they sheltered all these pipes, leaving some parts exposed to the sun, while most were covered. And of course it's the repetitive pipes and the contrasting red veil that make me took this shot. Saw a mounted CCTV, was thinking it would be nice without the grills. Went underneath it, capture it with the shadow and the grey and blue sky. I find myself keep going back to industrial area because the structures are so detailed and it's amazing to capture them with the film camera. Saw a patch of grass with some isolated trees, which gave me an Africa vibe. Here, I was trying to work with the puddle of water to reflect what's up in the sky. I would say this is my favorite shot, but it would be better if I could level the angle and shoot it straight, but it's tough to shoot at ground level with a viewfinder. Use the bus windshield as another reflector, nothing impressive, but I love the color of the old man with the sunshine on him. Another shot on a crane structure. At this point of time, I really have nothing in mind, so I just took this shot with the morning sun shining through the railings, casting shadows on the Oswego. And if you like sneakers, please subscribe to me, there will be more sneakers review in the future. And lastly, I end the road with a fallen cactus outside my window, which then I separate the soil and cactus with the shadow cut across the frame.
And that's all the shots from this episode, The Sun. And you guys can comment down below what topic or theme you guys want to see next, and your suggestion might be the topic for the next episode. Or you guys can DM me or something on Instagram. I'll definitely reply you guys. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.
I just hate it when I film stuff and the sky just get darker and darker.